Good evening and welcome to Harlan Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge, the home of the 2019 Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Trent Condon. In just a moment, we'll have a matchup
of the concession stand and receive a coupon for a free chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A or free boneless chicken wings from Jethro's Barbecue. Thank you for tracking down foul balls and helping us
by Mid-American Energy. Well, earlier today, we saw another great matchup between a 4 and 5 seed in the Class 2A quarterfinals. Went extra innings, and certainly very well could be the case here tonight in the nightcap. Albia comes in with the number 4 seed and a 27-4 record. Waterloo Columbus 35-4 on the year as the Sailors take on the Lady D's. We got starting lineups coming up here around the corner. We'll take a look at the keys to the game as we get ready for this quarterfinal round matchup. Starting lineups as both are in the books, and a couple of excellent starting pitchers, including Albia's Jenna Lawrence. The junior comes in with a 2.26 ERA, 128 strikeouts, and 136 innings pitched. She's 18-4 on the year. Albia got to the state tournament with it, wins over Sadell, Clark of Osceola, and North Polk in the regional final, as they beat the Comets by a score of 9-6. For Waterloo Columbus, on the circle for them, it'll be Kayla Sprawl, a senior. Sprawl in 208 innings pitched, has a 1.48 ERA, 128 strikeouts against just 15 walks, and 33-3, the record on the year. Two teams coming in playing some very good softball. The last loss for Waterloo Columbus came all the way back on June 28th when they fell 4-3 to Clarksville. Since then, they have repped off 10 consecutive victories, including the win in the regional final against New Hampton. Their path to the state tournament, including wins against Clarion Goldfield Dows 11-1, Clear Lake 3-0 in that 4-1 win over the Chickasaws from New Hampton. We'll take a break. When we come back on the other side, it'll be the starting lineups. You're watching the 2019 Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
This is more. More savings. More service. More focus on fresh, quality produce. Expert butchers who know more. And the most talked about meat in town. We are Fairway. We put everything into meat and grocery. And this is more.
I wanted a big university experience.
Without the big university price.
That's why I chose Iowa Central.
What makes Iowa Central so different than other community colleges is its size.
Big campus, lots of programs, athletics, and performing arts.
I live right here on campus.
And the teachers know me by name.
and the Albia Lady. The winner of this game will play on Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. back here at Iowa Central Field. Loser of this game will play Tuesday at 3 p.m. on Dodger Dynamo. And now let's meet the non-starters first for the visitors on the scoreboard from Columbus Catholic. Number 2, Ellie Spurgeon. Number 3, Hogan. Number 5, Hannah Hewitt. Number 7, Cameron Reginald. Number 9, Bailey Sidwell. Number 15, Ella Smith. And number 22, Emma Foreman. The assistant coaches for Columbus Catholic, Grace Olmstead and Brooke Potterstetter. third, number 8, catcher Sydney Schultz. And batting ninth, number 13, left fielder Reagan Lindsay. The head coach of the Columbus Catholic Sailors, Chris Olmstead. And now for the non-starters for the home team on the scoreboard from Albia. Number 1, Mckenna Jones. Number 4, Ellie Spurgeon. Number 14, Lauren Bayer. Number 15, Taylor Colwell. Number 22, Stacey Etcher. Number 25, Allie Painter. Number 31, Haley Wolford. And number 77, Jade Boland. Assistant coaches for Albia, Tori Alba and Jim Keegle. And now here are your starters for the Lady D. Leading off, number 9, shortstop, Kennedy Schroeder. Batting second, number 10, first baseman, Mckenna Jones. Batting third, number 13, catcher, Alex Beard. Batting fourth, number 24, pitcher, Jill Lawrence. Batting fifth, number 17, designated player, Mckenna Jones. Batting sixth, number 21, second baseman, Abby Griffin. Batting seventh, number 12, right fielder, Abby Martin. Batting eighth, number 33, third baseman, Riley Leshen. Batting ninth, number 8, left fielder, Ellie Spurgeon. And in the flex position, in center field, number 43, Danica Workman. The co-head coaches for the Albia Lady D's, Jenny Durfinghouse and Darren Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, our umpires for tonight's contest are at first base, Ryan Cole. At third base, Arnie Druko. And calling balls and strikes, Ed Vickers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play some state tournament softball.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Buena Vista University, located in Storm Lake, Iowa. Buena Vista University prepares students for lifelong success through transformational academic, professional, and co-curricular programs. Schedule your visit today at bvu.edu. Again, schedule your visit today at bvu.edu as we are about ready with the 4-seed Albia, the Lady D's 27-4 on the year. The 5th seed Waterloo Columbus Catholic 35-4. Should be a great one here this evening. South Central Conference for the Lady D's, an 11-1 record during conference play on the run through the regional tournament here to Rogers Sports Complex for the 3rd straight season and the 5th time in school history. Class 3A runners-up back in 2017, 4th a year ago. And a lot of returning talent here for Albia. Up first at the plate, it will be Waterloo Columbus as the Sailors come in with the 35-4 record, a perfect 16-0, and their run through the NICL Eastern Division this year. Also their 3rd straight appearance at the state tournament. And over the last 6 years, they have gone 93-3 in conference play, 6 consecutive conference crowns, and then the run here to the state tournament again. Leading it off, it will be Taylor Hogan for the Sailors, and Hogan has put together one of the more remarkable seasons you will see at the plate. 66 of 108, batting .611 on the year, 12 doubles, 3 homers, 28 knocked in out of the leadoff spot for Waterloo Columbus as we are underway. First pitch at 7:32. Here this evening on the circle for Albia, Jenna Lawrence. Lawrence with an 18-4 record this year. Snaps the pitch and a called strike. 1-1. Lawrence 2.26 ERAs, giving up 44 earned runs this year in 136 innings pitched. Has walked 61. Off-speed pitch, tap to the left side. Tricky hop, a throw, not in time to get the speedy Taylor Hogan. So Hogan is on to begin the ball game. Going to be a lead-off single with that speed. And Hogan, once she gets on the base pass, 51 stolen bases this year. One of 6 seniors moving on to play collegiate athletics. Hogan will be staying close to home, going to the University of Northern Iowa, playing for the Panthers. There's a sacrifice bunt attempt back off the cage, and it's 0-1. Olivia Schultz getting the swing, left-handed stick for Columbus. Trying to knock down the sacrifice attempt. Batting .444 this year. Shows there's a throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Hogan. So it doesn't need the sacrifice there. She's able to steal second base. And Hogan into scoring position early for Columbus. Schultz, 60 hits this year. Second on the team, 58 knocked in. Leads Columbus. Slow grounder to third. Throw across the diamond. Not in time. Another infield single for Columbus. Hogan able to make her way over to third base. So Olivia Schultz is on. Back-to-back infield singles. And showing the speed early on. Runners at the corners now for Columbus. Still nobody out, and it'll be Sydney Schultz. 55 hits this year for Schultz, batting .495. Just some ridiculous numbers out of this offense for Columbus. Sydney Schultz, the senior, leads the team with 7 home runs. Has knocked in 46. She's got runners on the corners. 0-1 tap foul off the leg. As she'll dig back in. Albia wearing the all-white uniforms with the red numerals and the blue trim. Columbus white tops and the green pants. Ground ball left side. Looking to third for a moment. Now a throw over and making the play. Good hop over there from Riley Leshin. And able to get the first out. Runner from first advances to second. Schultz on the ground out. 5-3 officially with the putout. It'll be the cleanup hitter, Kayla Sprawl. Sprawl, the pitcher, at the plates, put together a nice season as well. Batting out of the cleanup spot with 2 in scoring position. Safety squeeze. Leshin was charging in from third base, trying to sneak back behind. That was the shortstop, Kennedy Schroeder. Count goes to 0-1 to Sprawl. There's a ground ball left side. Throw across the diamond. Schroeder able to make the play. But an RBI ground out plates the first run of the ball game. Columbus on the board first, 1-0. As Sprawl able to deliver an RBI. That's her 50th of the season. And just like that, there's 2 outs. Also, Schultz advances to third. Here's Sophie Meyer. Pitch misses in, 1-0. Top of the first inning, a 1-0 lead for Waterloo Columbus. Class 3A quarterfinals. Winner moves on to the semifinals. It'll be the backside of the bracket for the team that falls. Check swing and a called strike. As the count goes to 1-1. 2 outs, runner at third in the top of the first. Swung on and missed. And it's quickly 1-2 to Meyer. Meyer, a sophomore, 39 hits this year, batting .364. Does have a homer to her credit. There's a shot out to right field, couple of steps back, spinning over and making the play is Abby Martin for the final out of the inning. 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 runner left on. We played a half inning of softball. Columbus won. Albia coming to bat. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I am smart.
I am kind.
Kind.
I am kind.
I am strong.
Strong.
Strong. I am important.
I am important.
I am important.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl. I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
I am the Iowa girl.
Trent Condon back with you here at Iowa Central Field. Harlan Rogers Park in Fort Dodge. We go to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Columbus with the lead over Albia. Lady D's getting their first at bat. It'll be Kennedy Schroeder to lead things off, the shortstop for the Lady D's. Schroeder batting an even 500 coming in, 48 of 96 at the plate. Off-speed pitch missing low in the circle for Columbus. It's Kayla Sprawl. Had the RBI ground out to plate that run, helping herself out back in the top of the first inning. 1-1 slow roller left side, cross the diamond. Strong throw and a good play defensively from Schultz for the first out. 5-3 put out to begin the bottom of the first inning. It'll be McKenna Ross stepping to the plate for Albia. Ross, a junior, 39 hits this year. She's batting .361. 27 runs scored as she grounds one over to third again. And another nice play. Ready to roll over there is Schultz. Olivia Schultz, back-to-back putouts. And with 2 outs, it'll be Alex Beard. Beard, the big bopper here in the lineup for the Lady D's. 8 home runs, 17 doubles. Out of her 55 hits this year, 26 of them have been for extra bases. Grounds it over again, though, to Schultz. Schultz perfect. 1, 2, 3. Albia goes down in the bottom of the first. One complete in the Class 3A quarterfinals. Columbus 1, Albia nothing. As we come back, you're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
This is more. More savings. More service. More focus on fresh, quality produce. Expert butchers who know more. And the most talked about meat in town. We are Fairway. We put everything into meat and grocery. And this is more.
We go to the second inning. Trent Condon back with you in the Class 3A quarterfinals. A 1-0 lead for Waterloo Columbus. Leaders start at Central College, and Scholar athletes succeed on the court and in the classroom. In the past year, 112 Central College student athletes received academic all-conference recognition. Learn how to be more than a spectator by visiting central.edu. Quickly one away after the pop-out off the bat of Jalila Hart. So with one away, it will be Malia Little stepping in. Little, the right fielder, getting her first look out against the pitcher for Albia, Jenna Lawrence. 1-0 the count. Cut and miss Not much there from Little, the senior. 33 hits this year, comes in batting .327. 19 knocked in, 8 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Ground ball right side. Couple of hops over, taking it herself and making the play is Ross for the second out. Quickly 2 down here and a quick start to the ball game. 1-0 lead for Waterloo Columbus. And with 2 outs, here's Jenna Schott. Shot for the Sailors, batting .327. Pitch missing low, 1-0. Check that, 32 hits this year for Schott. 23 knocked in, batting with nobody on in the top of the second. Fastball missing up and away. 2-0. Waiting on deck, it'll be Reagan Lindsay, the left fielder for Columbus. Wants a chance to bat here with 2 outs as this one's sliced out of play. And it's 2-1. Lawrence looking for an easy 1-2-3 inning. After Waterloo Columbus, the speed at the top of the lineup, creating some havoc. 2 infield singles to begin the game. The RBI ground out from Sprawl scored the only run. There's a tapper off the leg, foul ball, and now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the second inning. A 1-0 lead for Columbus as they're at the plate. Lawrence ready in the circle. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Lawrence as she got shot swinging. 3 up, 3 down, 1.5 in the books. Columbus 1, Albia 0. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hey, high school sports fans. Are you following the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union online? Stay up to date with the latest information and scores from across the state as we share highlights and achievements from our student athletes. You can follow all the action on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Just search at IGHSAU.
Bottom of the second inning as Albia comes to the plate again. 4-5-6 due up for the Lady D's. It's the pitcher Jenna Lawrence followed by Mckenna Jones and Abby Griffin due up for Albia in their half of the second inning. 1-0 lead for Columbus. There's a shot out to left field in the air, hanging up against the fence, leaping and making the grab. Pretty play out there for Reagan Lindsay for the first out. Well, ball carrying a little bit better than it did earlier in the day. We had a very stiff breeze throughout the afternoon coming in from left field across the diamond. That has died down as we work our way later into the evening. Balls that have been hanging up in the air. Chance for a little bit more carry as that one went all the way up near the wall. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Mckenna Jones for Albia comes in batting .352, 20 knocked in, 32 hits this season for the designated player. Off-speed pitch way out in front. Pulling the spring, Kayla Sprawl for the Sailors. Now taking an extra moment is Jones, trying to find her footing. Down in the count, 0-2. Off the plate, on the waste pitch. Tried to get Jones fishing out there, came up empty. And we'll go back at it at 1-2. Off-speed pitch again, that one rolled over to third base. Schultz, her 4th putout already of the 5 outs in the game. She's been ready to roll over there. Olivia Schultz for Waterloo Columbus. To the plate, it's Abby Griffin, second baseman for Albia. Off-speed pitch starting backwards, but missing low and away, 1-0. Griffin comes in batting .319, 23 hits this year for the junior. There's the strike as it splits the plate, 1-1. 3 home runs this year for Griffin. Also 2 triples, 4 doubles. 9 extra base hits out of those 23 hits. There's a slow liner right back to the pitcher, Sprawl. Sprawls out and makes the play for the final out. 6 up, 6 down for Albia, 2 complete. Columbus 1, Albia nothing. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
I wanted a big university experience.
Without the big university price.
That's why I chose Iowa Central.
What makes Iowa Central so different than other community colleges is its size.
Big campus, lots of programs, athletics, and performing arts.
I live right here on campus.
And the teachers know me by name.
I'll be career ready in 2 years.
And all my credits transfer to a university.
It's a big time experience.
Without the big time price.
Come see for yourself.
We move to the top of the 3rd inning in the Class 3A quarterfinals, 4-5 matchup. The 4 and 5 seeds pop to the right side and caught by the first baseman. Good hop over there from McKenna Ross for the putout to retire Reagan Lindsay. Lindsay retired, and that will take us back to the top of the lineup. For Waterloo Columbus and Taylor Hogan. Talked about Hogan's numbers. The senior batting .611. Her final games here in a Columbus uniform before she'll make her way west over to Cedar Falls and the University of Northern Iowa next year. Came in batting .611 on the year, 66 hits, and she began the game with a leadoff single. Came around to score the only run so far here tonight. 2-0 the count against Hogan. Certainly someone you want to keep off the base paths if you're Albia. Splits the plate with a fastball and a called strike, 2-1. Stolen base back in the 1st inning. Her 52nd of the year. This one fouled straight back, just missed on that. And it's 2-2. 1 out as we play in the top of the 3rd inning. 1-0 lead for Columbus over Albia. Columbus the number 5 seed, Albia the 4. Pitch up and away. And the count runs full now, 3-2. Jenna Lawrence trying to get an important out against Taylor Hogan. Chopper, that one foul though, as Leshin slapped it while it was in foul ground. Hogan will trot her way back, grab her bat and get ready again. Waiting on deck, Olivia Schultz. Schultz, the team leader with 58 knocked in. Had a lot of opportunities with Hogan on base this year. The 3-2. Shot back up the middle. A hard single. One of the hardest hit balls we've seen here today. That one was rocketed right back up the middle off the bat of Hogan. So Hogan's on for the 2nd time. 2 singles from her. And here's Olivia Schultz. Schultz also with an infield single. She'll take her cuts, her 61st hit of the year. And lifts this one out to center field, drifting over and making the play in short center. That was Workman, the flex player, for the second out. 2 outs now for Columbus as they bat in the top of the third inning. Sydney Schultz will get her opportunity. 7 home runs lead the way this year for Columbus. Shows bunt. Hogan off with the pitch and not able to get it out of her mitt was Alex Beard, the catcher. So Hogan steals her way to scoring position for the second time. Second stolen base of the night. 53 now on the year for Taylor Hogan. Schultz digs back in, 1-0 the count. High fly ball into foul ground. That's going to make the seats, though. 1-1 the count. Hogan at second base, 2 outs. She's looking to get a good jump over there. 1-0 lead for Columbus. Tap foul again, and it goes to 1-2. Jenna Lawrence in the circle for Albia. 18-4 record, 2.26 ERA. 128 strikeouts coming into play. Fouled, backing off the helmet of the catcher, Alex Beard. She'll trot over, none the worse for the wear. Smile on her face as she was walking back. Home plate umpire going to give her a little extra time. Make sure there are no cobwebs in there. She's ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the third. There's a drive out to left field. That one is way back. Gone, a home run. Sydney Schultz for the 8th time this year. A round tripper, and it's 3-0 Waterloo Columbus. Schultz found one out over the plate to her liking and absolutely ripped it. Talked a little bit earlier how the wind had been blowing in fact, blowing in from left field throughout most of the afternoon. But here as the sun sets, that wind has died down, an opportunity for Schultz, and she took advantage. A 2-run home run. And it's 3-1 now, Waterloo Columbus. Conversation out there. Janie Dorfenhaus talking things over with her squad, bringing the infield together. 200 down the lines here at Iowa Central Field at Harlan Rogers. 200 also to straightaway center field. Different environment certainly than most teams are used to with the bleachers out in the outfield. But Schultz, she was ready there. 3-0 Columbus as we play in the top of the third. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Sailors. And now the pitcher, Kayla Sprawl, will get another look. Sprawl with an RBI groundout. Her first time up will bat with nobody on. There's a tapper foul. 1-1. Sprawl, 43 hits this year, has knocked in 49. 7 doubles, also a couple of home runs to her credit. An off-speed pitch misses away, 2-1. Came in batting .374, the senior right-hander. Sprawl be moving on to play at Nyack softball next season. This one reaches the stands. Camera operator over there at first base. Didn't make the diving attempt at it that maybe he could have. 2-2 the count. Off-speed pitch, that one stayed up. And it goes full now, 3-2 to Kayla Sprawl. 3-0 Columbus. Ball 4, missing. So a walk issued here with 2 outs. Sprawl will make her way to first base. And we'll get a runner in for the pitcher. That will be Cameron Reganold. Substitution in today's game brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Sophie Meyer will get her second look. She flew out to right field to end the first inning for the Sailors. Pitch up at the eyes, 1-0. Reginold, 16 stolen bases. She's been able to utilize her speed a lot on the base pass this year. Showing bunt coming back, throw down to second. Tag applied. Oh, what a beauty. So caught stealing to end the inning is Reginold. With 2 runs on 2 hits. The big blast to Kruger Seeds. Big blast 2-run homer for Sydney Schultz. It's 3-0 Columbus with the lead over Albia. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Bottom of the third inning, 3-0 lead for Waterloo Columbus over Albia. It'll be the number 7 hitter for the Lady D's, Abby Martin. Off-speed pitch lined over to third base. Schultz with the play. And another putout for Olivia Schultz. She has been busy over there. Now her 5th putout already of the game out of the 7 outs to this point for the Columbus defense. Riley Leshin steps in. Leshin, the third baseman for Albia, watches ball 1 sail by. Leshin wearing number 33, a senior, 15 hits this year. 4 of them doubles, also a triple. And a strike, 1-1. Leshin trying to get something going here on the bottom of the lineup. But it's been solid performance to this point for Kayla Sprawl. She's retired the first 7 batters of the night that she's seen. Sprawl ready again with the 2-1. There's an off-speed pitch. That one stayed just above the belt. 3-1. Albia trying to get something sparked here, trailing by 3. And a pitch inside. So the first base runner of the night comes with Riley Leshin. She'll go over to first base, and that'll bring up Ellie Spurgeon. Spurgeon batting in the 9 hole. Hitting .362. And strike 1. Spurgeon, a junior, 29 hits this year. 4 doubles. Shoots one back up the middle. There's the first hit of the night for Albia. So the bottom of the lineup gets going here for the Lady D's. A walk and now a single. And with 2 on, 1 out, it'll be to the top of the order and Kennedy Schroeder. Schroeder grounded out to third base her first time up. Schroeder, a senior, came in batting .500. Dropped below that with her ground out to begin the game. 48 hits this year, 12 of them doubles. She'd love a Kruger Seed extra base hit here. The 1-0. Ripped back up the middle again. Shot over to second base. And all of a sudden, Albia looks like they're starting to figure out Kayla Sprawl. Back-to-back singles, loads up the bases with one out. Here's McKenna Ross. Before Ross comes to the plate, though, we're going to get time. Conversation on the mound is coming out. Is Chris Olmstead. Olmstead picked up his 200th career victory this year at Waterloo Columbus. 6 years with the Sailors as the head coach, done an outstanding job. 5 seniors moving on to play collegiately. We talked about Taylor Hogan. Sydney Schultz will be moving on to Luther to play softball. Kayla Sprawl to Nyack. Jalayla Hart will be playing softball at Indian Hills. Amalea Little will be playing softball at Southeastern. Also, Emma Boardman going to be bowling at Hawkeye Community College. Now a check at the lineup, and coming over, wanting to talk things over, is the home plate umpire. And we're going to get a runner coming in for Leshin at third base. That will be Taylor Wolfer, a sophomore. As Wolfer comes in. Substitution in today's game brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Ross grounded out to third, her first time at the plate. Bases loaded, one out. This one slapped out to right field. That could be trouble. Ranging over and making the play. Take it up from third. A run will score. The sacrifice fly off the bat of McKenna Ross plates the first run of the game for Albia. Now 3-1. Also on that play, good heads-up running from second base. Spurgeon also able to tag, and she gets over to third. So the runner for Leshin across to score the first run for Albia. As that was Wolfer. First pitch, a fastball to Beard. And a called strike, 0-1. Certainly have to be careful with Alex Beard. Leads Albia with 8 home runs, 1-1. With the pitch missing low. Columbus 3, Albia 1. Lady D's with runners on the corners. 2 outs as we play in the third. Off-speed pitch. Pulled the string, and way out in front there was Alex Beard. She was looking to give Albia the lead with that cut. We've already seen 1 home run here tonight. That was on the other side with Sydney Schultz. Ground ball right back to Sproul. Makes the play to retire Beard and the side. 1 run on 2 hits. There were 2 runners left on. We played 3. It's 3-1 Waterloo Columbus over Albia. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Iowa Public Television is the home of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Championships. We bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the state championships in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball, plus special features highlighting the Iowa girl. Catch it all on statewide Iowa Public Television, on air or at iptv.org.
Mid-American Energy.
As we move to the top of the 4th inning, 3-1 lead for Columbus over Albia. Central College is recruiting leaders. Come learn and play at the place that regularly wins national team championships, national individual titles, conference titles, and conference all-sports titles. Visit central.edu to learn how you can be more than a spectator. First pitch missing well away there. Jenna Lawrence in the circle for Albia. Columbus a 3-1 lead as we play in the top of the fourth inning. Cut on and missed. 1-1 for Sophie Meyer. Meyer was at the plate last inning for Columbus, but the runner was cut down on a steal attempt. So the count resets, and it's 2-1. Meyer, the first baseman for Columbus, flew out to right field and came up empty there, 2-2. Meyer, sophomore, 39 hits this year, batting .364 coming into tournament play. That one well off. Bouncing right back, though, to the catcher, Alex Beard. Count goes full, 3-2. Top of the fourth inning. Columbus 35-4 this year. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for Lawrence. Second strikeout of the night for Jenna Lawrence. Jalila Hart now will get a swing for Columbus. Hart will be moving on, playing down at Indian Hills Community College. As the first pitch misses, 1-0. Looking down the third base coaching box, Chris Olmstead goes through the signs, fouled straight back. Hart just missed that as it's 1-1. Defense playing straight away outside of third base, where Leshin playing well into that third base bag. That's a little tapper foul as the count goes to 1-2. Jalila Hart and then Malia Little due up here for Columbus as they bat in the fourth. Pitch missing low. Lawrence tried the off speed but missed. Trying to do some fishing there. 1 in the first for Columbus, 2 in the third. Came up empty there, another strikeout. Back-to-back Ks now for Jenna Lawrence. Trying to keep Albia in this one, trailing 3-1. It'll be Malia a little to the plate. 33 hits this year for Little. Batting .327 as a pitch up in the zone. Also has walked 13 times this year, second in the team in that category. 10 extra base hits. As a pitch inside, and it's 2-0. Little be moving on at Southeastern Community College and lines one into right center field. There's a base hit. Well, some two-out hitting and trying to get it started again is Waterloo Columbus. That one Little didn't try to do too much with it. Ball over the plate on the outer half, pushed it out there, and able to find that hole over the second baseman in front of the center fielder. And with 2 outs, here's Jenna Schott. Schott, a junior, 32 hits this year. A 1-0. 23 knocked in for Schott. 4 doubles and a homer for Waterloo Columbus. Called strike. Beard not able to come up with that one clean, though, as it popped out of her glove. She was trying to get Little. So another stolen base for Columbus. Their third of the night. As Little able to nab second there, her 14th steal of the season. Cut on and missed, 1-2. Waiting on deck, it's Reagan Lindsay for the Sailors. Count goes to 1-2, 2 away in the top of the fourth. Fouled back, staying alive. shot looking to extend this inning. Lawrence working in the circle with a runner at second, 2 outs. Lawrence, the right-hander for the Lady D's. She's ready with the 1-2. And got the strikeout. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Lawrence. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 runner left on base. 3.5 complete. Columbus 3, Albia 1. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Home half of the 4th inning in the Class 3A quarterfinals. It's Waterloo Columbus, a 3-1 lead over Albia. 4-seeded Lady D's put a run up last inning and trying for more here. It'll be Jenna Lawrence, the pitcher, to begin the inning. Lawrence, Jones, Griffin due up for the Lady D's here in their half of the 4th inning. First pitch swinging and a shot up the middle. Another hit for Albia. Well, their second time around, we've seen some better swings as Lawrence gets on for the first time. The pitcher, Lawrence, and we'll get a courtesy runner in for her, as that will be Taylor Cowell, a senior. Cowell has scored 16 runs this year. And she'll do the running at first base for the pitcher. Substitution into the game, and all of our substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. There's a called strike on the outer half of the plate, 0-1 to Mckenna Jones. Jones grounded out to third base back in the 2nd inning. Off-speed pitch. That one a slow roller. Back to the pitcher. Flipped to second for 1. Not in time on the relay. Looked like the Columbus side, they wanted some interference on the runner at second base. As Jones, though, takes first base on the fielder's choice. The runner for Lawrence cut down Caldwell. 1-6 on that put out for the first out. And we'll get another runner coming in, as that will be a Workman, the flex player, coming in for the designated player, Mckenna Jones. So Workman at first base. Off-speed pitch catches the corner. Good start there from Kayla Sprawl. Sprawl's been solid throughout this one. He's given up just the 1 run. As Abby Griffin getting her second look. Griffin lined out back to the pitcher, inside corner, and a called strike. Jumping ahead, 0-2. Workman does have 11 steals this year. Also playing center field in that flex position. And she's off with the pitch. Throw it down to second. Got her with the tag. Oh, what a play. The throw was a little bit towards the first base side. Cut in front, though, the shortstop for Columbus, Taylor Hogan, and the throw out from Sydney Schultz. So the runner cut down, caught stealing for the second out here in the 4th inning for Albia. Off-speed pitch, slow roller, back to the pitcher, Schultz. Sprawl, makes the play, 1-3 on the putout. No runs on 1 hit. There was nobody left on as we played 4 complete. Your score, Columbus 3, Albia 1. You're watching the state softball tournament Presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
All you have to do, you just have to get their feet here on the pavement and bing. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
you must be boring.
This is a magical place.
Top of the 5th inning, it's a 3-1 lead for Waterloo Columbus as they come to the plate. Number 9 hitter Reagan Lindsay will lead it off for the Sailors. And then the top of the lineup, Taylor Hogan and Olivia Schultz due up for the Sailors in the top of the 5th. A 3-1 lead. Trent Condon here with you. State softball, this is the 3A quarterfinals. There's a called strike. Good pitch from Jenna Lawrence. Lindsay lined out to the first baseman, her first plate appearance. 0-2 the count. And a strikeout for Lawrence. Well, the K's are starting to pile up now. 5 strikeouts in the game for Jenna Lawrence. And to the top of the lineup, the leadoff hitter, Taylor Hogan. Hogan 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. She's stolen 2 bases. Might be making some popcorn in between innings. She has done it all. Also made a great tag on a stolen base attempt last half inning. Offensively, defensively, speed. Talk about 5-tool players. That is Taylor Hogan. Pitch off the plate, 1-1. An infield single to begin the ball game. Stole second base, then scored on an RBI groundout from Sprawl. There's a drive into left center field. That'll roll all the way to the wall. Hogan digs her way to second base, standing up. A 1-out double for Taylor Hogan. She's on for the 3rd time tonight. And a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Fans, all extra base hits during the Girls State Softball Tournament are brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. This one skied into short center field, drifting back and able to secure it for a moment, and then it popped out of the glove. Boy, tough play out there. We'll see if that's going to be considered the first error of the night, if they're going to give a hit to Olivia Schultz. Hogan had to stay at second base with that play just in case the shortstop Schroeder was able to put it away. It will be an error officially in the book. So E6 as Schultz stands at first base, Hogan at second, and here's Sydney Schultz. Schultz delivered the big 2-run bomb back in the top of the 3rd inning, giving Columbus a 3-0 lead. Now 3-1. Showing a little hop over there in the third base coaching box, head coach Chris Olmstead, as it's quickly 0-2 to Sydney Schultz. Fouled back. Staying alive is Schultz. So Hogan at second, Olivia Schultz at first. Good speed on the base pass for Waterloo Columbus. And the catcher, Sydney Schultz, at the dish. 0-2 again from Lawrence. Grounded foul. And we'll repeat the process again. Schultz grounded out to third her first time up and then hit that 2-run home run. 3-1 lead for Columbus as we play in the top of the 5th inning. Up and away with the pitch. 1-2. That's the other piece you got to be careful with. Schultz with that good pop. Don't want to leave anything over the plate for her. 8 home runs on the season. This one sliced back. Remains 1-2. RBIs 47 and 48 of the year on that round tripper from Schultz. She'll dig back in for the Sailors. They lead by 2. Off-speed pitch, off the glove of Leshin into left field. Hogan's going to try to score, throw to third. Didn't even try for. That'll be a single for Schultz. Leshin got a piece of leather on that, but not a whole lot she could do. Another RBI for Sydney Schultz. She's got 3 on the night. Hogan with that great speed came around to score. 4-1, Waterloo Columbus extends their lead. Catcher Schultz going to get a runner for her more than likely, and a conversation out on the mound. We're going to get a new pitcher. So no pitcher coming out. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll let you know about the new fireballer for Albia as Jenna Lawrence's night is over. 4-1 lead for Columbus over Albia. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea, and afternoon tea,
and anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
Trent Connon back with you as we play in the top of the 5th inning. It's a 4-1 lead for Waterloo Columbus. Into pitch for the Lady D's, it'll be Mckenna Jones, the designated player, now moving in to play the pitcher position. Jones for Albia comes in with a 1.17 ERA, 76 strikeouts in 53 and 2/3 innings pitched. First pitch, that one skips back, and both runners are able to advance up. That's certainly the last thing you want to see. And that first pitch out of your reliever, giving that up. So the wild pitch, Schultz. And Schultz into second and third. 1-0 the count with 1 out. Here's a ground ball to the right side. That'll allow a run to score. Flipping over to first for the putout. But for the second time, Kayla Sprawl helps herself out with an RBI ground out. 2 knocked in for her. Another run plated and make it 5-1 Waterloo Columbus. That brings up Sophie Meyer. Meyer 0 for 2. Struck out in the 4th, her last plate appearance. Missing up and away, 1-1. Also flew out to right field. That was to end the first inning. 1-1 the count here. This one's tap foul and out of play. So Mckenna Jones in relief for Albia. 4 1/3 innings pitch for Jenna Lawrence. Gets the strike out there. Jones able to get out of the jam. But 2 more runs plated for Waterloo Columbus. They extend their lead 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on.
They say our idea of fun is morning tea. And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded.
But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
They say.
Back with you, the Class 3A quarterfinals continue from Heartland Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge here at Iowa Central Field. And a swing and a miss to begin the bottom of the 5th. It's Abby Martin, Riley Leshin, and Ellie Spurgeon due up for Albia, trailing 5-1 to Waterloo Columbus. 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Sailors. Shot back up the middle. Play from shortstop in time. Defensively, Taylor Hogan looking sharp there with the putout. And Martin goes down 6-3 on the putout. 5-7-0 across the board for Waterloo Columbus. 1-3-1 for Albia. Bottom of the 5th, off-speed pitch and a called strike. 0-1 to Leshin. Leshin walked her first time up. Runner came in for her, plated the only run of the game to this point for Albia. Lady D's back in the state tournament again. 3rd straight season. 5 times now in program history. 2 years ago, they were the runner up in the 3A field. Last season finished 4th. There's a little tapper off the leg foul. And it's 1-2. In the circle, Kayla Sprawl. There's a drive over the third baseman's head and into left field. There's a single for Riley Leshin. So Leshin on for the 2nd time here this evening. And with 1 out, here's Ellie Spurgeon. Spurgeon, good numbers batting out of that 9 hole. The junior, 29 hits coming in 80 plate appearances, batting .362. Conversation over, talking things over, that's Chris Olmstead. Coach Olmstead, 238 his career record at Waterloo Columbus. Assistant coaches Grace Olmstead and Brooke Craig. Looking for some re-entry. And looks like it's okay. So we're back ready again. Here's Spurgeon to the plate. 21 knocked in this year for the junior, Ellie Spurgeon. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch fastball on the outer half and a strike. 0-1. Spurgeon singled her first plate appearance, her 2nd look now against Sprawl. Well out in front of that. And it's quickly 0-2. That is what Sprawl's been able to do, changing speeds, really keeping this team from Albia off their front foot. Hit this spot, but the catcher was lined up outside. Oh, Sydney Schultz kept it there just for an extra moment. 1-2. Sprawl 33-3 this year. There's a drive down the left field line. That is hooking foul. Hustling over in left field, Reagan Lindsay. All the way over to the corner. On the foul ball, still 1-2 the count. 5-1 lead for Waterloo Columbus. There's a shot right side this time. That finds a hole into center field. Good piece of hitting again. The bottom of the lineup. That's where the shots have come for Albia to this point. Of their 5 hits, 3 of them come with the 8 and 9 hitters. Now 2 on with 1 out. And the top of the order, Kennedy Schroeder. Schroeder 1 for 2 as she slices one back for a strike, 0-1. Schroeder grounded out to third, then singled. Down 5-1. Runs at a premium for Albia. There's a shot over the glove of Hogan and into center field. Station to station. Another single for Schroeder, her second hit of the night. Bases are loaded now for Albia, just 1 out. And McKenna Ross will get a swing. Ross at the plate now for Albia. This one lifted to short right field, long run out there, but making the play. Faking the tag from third was Leshin, and a good, strong throw from right field, and Malia Little. So Ross flies out for the second out. It'll be up to Alex Beard for Albia. Beard, 55 hits this year, batting .550 coming in, 39 RBI, leads the team, 17 doubles, 8 home runs. She's got some power, missing off the plate. Away 1-0. Oh, this is certainly the batter that Albia wants in the box right now. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Driven out to right center field. That is way back. It is gone! A grand slam home run, and we're tied at 5. Just as I had mentioned, Alex Beard, just who the Lady D's wanted at the plate. They get it, a grand slam, and we got a new game. It's 5 apiece. Wow. Found one on the outer half, and she muscled it to right center field. Got just enough out onto that one. And a souvenir, though they're handing away Chick-fil-A and Jethro's for bringing those balls back, I'd be keeping that one. Wow, what a blast. Grand slam home run from Alex Beard ties it at 5 apiece. And a game that Columbus has controlled throughout has completely flipped on its head. There's a pop out to right field, long run over and making the play up against the tarp. Good work over there in right field by Malia Little. But the big blast comes. Alex Beard, a grand slam. We're tied up at 5 as we played 5 innings of softball. We're coming back. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
This is more. More savings. More service. More focus on fresh, quality produce. Expert butchers who know more. And the most talked about meat in town. We are Fairway. We put everything into meat and grocery. And this is more.
Trent Condon back with you as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Waterloo Columbus 5, Albia 5. A grand slam home run off the bat of Alex Beard has tied this game up. Waterloo Columbus now for the first time a little bit back on their heels. They scored a run in the top of the 1st inning and they have led throughout. Took a 1-0 lead, a 3-0 lead. It was 3-1 before they added a couple more, made it 5-1. Going into that last half inning before the big blast from Alex Beard. Fouled back and the count to 0-2. It's Jalila Hart, center fielder for the Sailors from Waterloo Columbus. Off-speed pitch, this one dropped into left field, and a fair ball, a base hit to begin the inning for Columbus. Well, just the response that you need after getting out of the inning as Hart delivers a leadoff single. 8th hit of the night now for Waterloo Columbus. And it'll be Malia Little stepping in. Top of the 6th inning, we're tied up at 5. Winner moves on to the state semifinals. In Class 3A, showing bunt, pulling back. With the corners charging in was Little. Hart, the center fielder, good speed for Columbus. Stolen 16 bases, second on the team in that category this year. Bunt again, this one tapped back though. Last inning, Mckenna Jones came in for Jenna Lawrence. Lawrence is now playing third base for Albia. A starting pitcher exited 5 1/3 innings pitch, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 5 strikeouts. There's a bunt in front of the plate, and it spins back, a foul ball. Oh, he calls it fair. That would throw over to third. Fair ball, and looking at the line there, I thought that was going to spin back. Foul with the home plate umpire right there, and that'll be an infield single. That one certainly stings. And just like that, 2 on for Columbus in the top of the 6th, and Jenna shot. Shot 2 strikeouts. Shebo shows bunt. Pitch inside from Mckenna Jones, 1-0. Hart at second base for Columbus. Little at first. Still no outs, top of the 6th in a tie game. There's a bunt attempt. This one right in front of the plate. Throw to first in time. As Griffin, coming over from second base, able to keep her foot on the bag. 2-4 on the putout for the first out. But doing her job, sacrificing both those runners up. Another base. Hart at third. Little at second. And the number 9 hitter, Reagan Lindsay. Lindsay, the left fielder, lined out to the first baseman. Her first plate appearance, then struck out for the first out of the 5th. Came up empty there on the cut. 0-1. Leading run at third base for Columbus. Top of the 6th inning, intensity in the air, and a cool late July night in Fort Dodge. This one popped out of play. And it goes to 0-2. Waterloo Columbus, 35-4. They're the 5 seed. Albia, the 4 seed. They're 27-4. 2 teams with experience, outstanding players up and down, and the dangerous Taylor Hogan waiting on deck for the Sailors. 0-2 the count. Off the plate. Tried to bring that one back in. Did Alex Beard. Not getting the call, though. She was lined up off the plate. Now 1-2 to Lindsay. Jones ready with the pitch. Tap back. And we'll reset again. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Third base coaching box, Chris Olmstead. talking to Lindsay, telling her keep that head of the bat down. Pitch low, blocked beautifully by Beard, keeping that in front. And it's 2-2. Top of the 6th inning, tied up at 5 apiece. Lindsay looks out against Jones, who's ready in the circle. The pitch. Shot into left field. There's the hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the 2nd run as it gets all the way to the fence. A sharp 2 RBI single from Lindsay. She'll take second base on the air. How about that? The number 9 hitter comes up big for the Sailors, and it's 7-5. Well, back and forth we go in this one. What an evening this has proved to be in the nightcap. Glad to have you with us on Iowa Central Field at Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge. 7-5 in the top of the lineup. To the plate now for Columbus. They have been able to do it both the top and the bottom of the lineup. 7-5 Columbus. Oh, pulling the string there. Had Hogan fooled. Hogan 3 for 3, a single in the first, a single in the third, and a double in the 5th. Has scored 3 runs, 3 of the 7 for the Sailors. Here's a foul ball. Throw over to first base as Hogan was trying. And it'll be a foul ball and a strikeout with it. 2 strikes and a foul ball on a bunt attempt. Able to be a strikeout. The runner will have to make her way back to second. That is Lindsay. So a K of Hogan as she's retired for the first time. And with 2 outs, Olivia Schultz. The extra base hit earlier from Reagan Lindsay, giving them a 2-run lead. Brought to you by Kruger Seeds. Fans, all of our extra base hits during the state tournament brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first name service. Schultz has reached twice, a single in the first, and reached on an error back in the 5th. Batting with a runner at second base, now looking for some insurance. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, off the deflection. Throw to first. Throws the runner off. Now the run comes in. Hustling all the way around. Reagan Lindsay makes it happen. And the 3rd run plated this inning for Waterloo Columbus. Well, the throw from the shortstop Schroeder pulled the first baseman off the bag. And then McKenna Ross tried to get up quickly and throw 2 home, but not in time. So Schultz is on. They're going to call that an infield single. An RBI ground out. Our RBI single, infield single for Olivia Schultz. And with 2 outs, here's Sydney Schultz. Liner to third base right there, making the play is Jenna Lawrence. But 3 runs plated from Waterloo Columbus here in the top of the 6th inning. 8-5, they lead Albia. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
All you have to do is you just have to get their feet here on the pavement and bing. being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Albia trails 8-5 as they come to the plate. It'll be the new pitcher into the game, Mckenna Jones, followed by Abby Griffin and Abby Martin. 8-5 our score, Columbus with the lead over Albia. This has been a fun affair, a couple of big blasts, high scoring one, shot down the right field line. That's down for extra bases, big turnaround for Jones as she digs into second base. A leadoff double for Mckenna Jones, not so fast. Say the Lady D's as they bat in the bottom of the 6th. Fans, all extra base hits during the Girls State Softball Tournament are brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first name service. We'll get a pinch hitter into the game. Check that, Abby Griffin standing in here. In for the pitcher, though, a courtesy runner. Our substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. As this one's lifted to center field, couple of steps over. Able to make the play in center is Jalila Hart for the first out of the bottom of the 6th. As mentioned, substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Now Abby Martin get a look. Martin with 2 groundouts to this point in the game. Grounded out to third base to begin the 3rd inning, and then grounded out to short to begin the 5th. There's a fly ball into short left field just behind the third base bag. Making the play is Taylor Hogan for the 2nd out. Hogan showing that good defensive presence, and now with 2 outs, it'll up to Riley Leshin. Leshin started the game at third base. Watches the strike. Now the designated player after the DP, Mckenna Jones, to begin the game, moved to the pitcher circle. And the starting pitcher, Lawrence, moved to third base. That one tap foul, jumping ahead 0-2. A leadoff double for Mckenna Jones. Courtesy runner in for her at second base. Pitch up at the letters. Missing 1 and 2. Leshin walked, scored a run. Her first plate appearance in the 3rd. And singled. It's another run scored. Here's a drive into left field. Sharp single. Making the turnaround. Here comes the throw to the plate. She is out. What a throw from left field, coming up firing. Reagan Lindsay delivers the strike. What a play from the sophomore, and ends the threat in the 6th. No runs on 1 hit. There was 1 runner left on as we played 6 complete. Columbus 8, Albia 5. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right, you decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Iowa Public Television is the home of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Championships. We bring you live, uninterrupted coverage of the state championships in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and softball. Plus, special features highlighting the Iowa girl. Catch it all on statewide Iowa Public Television, on air or at iptv.org.
Trent Condon back with you at Iowa Central Field, Harlan Rogers Park in Fort Dodge. Waterloo Columbus an 8-5 lead over Albia. I'm looking to add to that lead as we play in the 7th inning. 5th-seeded Columbus with the lead over the number 4 seed Albia. And a called strike on the inside half, 1-2 to the pitcher, Kayla Sprawl. Sprawl a couple of RBI tonight. RBI groundouts in the 1st and the 5th innings. Going to build on an 8-5 lead. Slow roller back to the pitcher. Jones delivers for the first out to first base. And the put out. 1-3 there as Sprawl grounds out again. That'll bring Sophie Meyer up. Meyer looking for her first hit of the night, 0 for 3. Flew out to right field, first trip up. Struck out in the 4th and also in the 5th. Pops this one to the right side, 0-1 for Meyer. Meyer, a sophomore, 39 hits coming in, batting .364 as tournament play began. 34 knocked in, 4th on the team in ribbies, and a called strike on the outside corner. Mckenna Jones trying to get through this one quickly and give the Lady D's an opportunity. In the bottom of the 7th. Strike 3 swinging. Flip down to first just in case. Another strikeout for Mckenna Jones. And there's 2 outs in the 7th. Here's Jalila Hart. Hart got it started last inning with the leadoff single. Pitch at the eyes, 1-0. 1 for 3. Popped out to the third baseman, then struck out before singling and scoring a run. Missing just low. 2-0. Turned into a cool night here in Fort Dodge. There's a called strike, 2-1. Back ready again, Jones. That one fouled back. Count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And ball flipped back in from a unwielding spectator. They wanted to get that ball in. We're back ready for play. There's a slow grounder to the left side. Lawrence with the throw in time with the put out. 3 up, 3 down. Last chance for Albia. They trail it by 3, 8-5 as we come back. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service. We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off. Practice
Bottom
makes
of the
perfect.
7th inning, Trent
Success
Condon
is
back
something
with you
and teamwork helps
Albia's
us
last
all be winners.
opportunity,
The
firing
Iowa
in
Pork
a
Producers
strike
Association is
to
proud
begin
to
the
support
inning.
statewide high school
The starter
athletics.
looking to go the distance,
Because on
Kayla
our
Sprawl for Waterloo Columbus. 5th seeded Sailors, number 4 seed Lady D's. Called strike on the outside corner, jumping ahead. 0-2. Ellie Spurgeon has done a great job out of the 9-hole. 2 for 2. This one well off the plate. Spurgeon, Schroeder, Ross due up for Albia. Their last opportunity in the bottom of the 7th. 8-5 lead for Waterloo Columbus. This one pushed to the right side, running over and making the play with the underneath scoop. The first baseman for Columbus. Good hop over there, finding that ball in the lights for Sophie Meyer. Spurgeon retired for the first time tonight. 0 out. It'll be Kennedy Schroeder for the Lady D's. Ground ball left side, Hogan with the flip. 2 outs. 6-3 on the putout. And now McKenna Ross for Albia. Ross 0 for 2, a sacrifice fly and a ribby to her credit. That came back in the 3rd inning. Needs to get on as the pitch misses low, 1-0. Ready again. Came up empty there and a healthy cut from McKenna Ross. Sprawl ready from the circle. That one just missed, 2-1. Shot into center field. That'll be a 2-out hit for McKenna Ross. So Albia able to extend it. Ross is aboard. And it'll be Alex Beard. Beard back in the 5th inning, tied the game up as she hit a grand slam home run to right center field. Tied us up at 5. Now it's 8-5. And a pitch missing away. Well, you certainly got to be careful with Beard here. Sure you're not going to give her anything she can handle in the middle of the plate. This one driven out to right field, drifting back and making the play for the final out. Waterloo Columbus with the 8-5 win over Albia. The 5th-seeded Sailors are moving on to the state semifinals. Great performance out in the circle tonight for Kayla Sprawl. She's able to get the final out there and the win for the Columbus Sailors. Quite a night of softball here tonight. Glad to have you aboard with us in a fun one overall. 8-5 the final. Started off with Taylor Hogan getting on with the infield single, and really throughout this game, very impressive performance from this Columbus team, even after we saw the comeback to tie it up after the grand slam from Albia. They came back on their own, did Waterloo Columbus, plated 3 runs in the 6th inning to take an 8-5 lead, and they win it 8-5. Waterloo Columbus moves on to the state semifinals. Albia will play tomorrow in the consolation side of the bracket. Congratulations to both teams, outstanding seasons, and it'll continue on the front side of the bracket for Columbus, who moves to 36-4. With the loss, Albia falls to 27-5 on the year. On behalf of our producers and everybody here in Fort Dodge, I'm Trent Condon signing off. Thanks for watching our live coverage of the 2019 Girls State Softball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Mid-American Energy Championship Network.